From the depths of the earth to the heights of human ingenuity, our world is filled with relics of civilizations long gone. Artifacts that defy explanation, challenge our understanding of history, and ignite our imaginations. Join us as we try to uncover the secrets of these mysterious artifacts on Fireside Unsolved, Episode 91, Unexplained Ancient Artifacts. Costa Rica is home to an extraordinary archaeological mystery. Over 300 perfectly round stone spheres, or petrospheres, scattered across the Diquís Delta and Isla del Caño. These massive sculptures are the hallmark of the extinct Diquís culture. Locally known as bolas de piedra, or stone balls, they are among the most renowned artifacts of the Istmo-Colombian region. Ranging in size from a few inches to over 8 feet in diameter, these spheres were meticulously carved from hard stone, demonstrating an impressive level of craftsmanship. Made primarily from gabbro, a hard volcanic rock, these spheres were meticulously crafted, and the precision and uniformity of their shape are astonishing, given the technology available to the Diquís people. To unravel the secrets of these objects, extensive archaeological excavations have been conducted at the Palmar Sur site within the Diquís Delta. Known as Farm 6, this area has yielded invaluable insights into the Diquís culture, dating back to the Aguas Buenas that lived there from 300 to 800 CE, and Chiriquí from years 800 to 1550 CE. Recognizing the cultural and historical significance of these mysterious spheres, UNESCO declared the pre-Columbian chiefdom settlements with stone spheres of the Diquís a World Heritage Site in 2014. Furthermore, the same year, the Costa Rican government officially designated the spheres as a national symbol. While various theories abound about their purpose, one intriguing hypothesis suggests that the spheres may represent celestial bodies or stages of the sun and moon. However, definitive answers remain elusive, adding to the allure of these mysterious relics. Ongoing research and preservation efforts are crucial to understanding the full significance of these remarkable artifacts. The Copper Scroll is one of the Dead Sea Scrolls found near Khirbet Qumran, but differs significantly from the others found near it. Unlike its parchment or papyrus counterparts, this artifact is etched onto thin copper sheets, a material choice that suggests a deliberate intent for durability and preservation. Found on March 14, 1952, it was the last of 15 scrolls discovered in Cave 3, and is thus referred to as 3Q15. Upon further investigation, the Copper Scroll was actually two separated sections of what was originally a single scroll about 2.4 meters, or 7.9 feet in length. Unlike the others, it is not a literary work, but a list of 64 locations and quantities of purportedly buried treasure, including precious metals and other valuable items. Some scholars believe that the treasure could be hidden in the Qumran caves themselves, where the scroll was found. Others suggest locations in the Judean desert or even further afield. The lack of precise coordinates and the changing landscape over millennia have made the search for these places an arduous task. Beyond the literal interpretation of a treasure map, various theories have emerged about the Copper Scroll's purpose. Some scholars propose that it is a fictional work, perhaps a literary exercise or a coded message with a hidden meaning. Others suggest it might be a historical document recording the hiding of valuable objects during a time of turmoil, such as the Jewish revolt against Rome. Conversely, a symbolic or allegorical interpretation has gained traction among scholars. This view suggests that the treasure described might represent spiritual or religious concepts rather than material possessions. One of the primary challenges in unraveling the Copper Scroll's secrets lies in the difficulty of deciphering its text. The corroded copper has obscured many letters, and the script itself is challenging to interpret. Additionally, the language used is a form of Hebrew that is not without its complexities. These factors have combined to create a formidable barrier for those attempting to translate and understand the scroll's contents. Ultimately, the true purpose of the Copper Scroll remains unknown. Whether it is a treasure map, a symbolic text, or something entirely different, the scroll continues to captivate and inspire speculation, making it one of the most intriguing artifacts of the ancient world. The Cocknow Stone is a remarkable archaeological treasure nestled in the heart of Scotland. This massive sandstone slab, located near Faifley, West Dunbartonshire, is adorned with an extraordinary array of prehistoric carvings known as cup and ring marks. Covering an impressive area of approximately 100 square meters, the Cockno stone boasts hundreds of intricate designs etched into its surface. These symbols, primarily consisting of cups, or small hollows in the sandstone, and rings, which are circular grooves in the slab, have puzzled archaeologists for centuries. However, they are believed to hold significant cultural and spiritual importance for the people who created them. Unfortunately, the Cockno stone has suffered significant damage over the years. In an ill-fated attempt to preserve the carvings, the stone was buried in 1965, only to be briefly unearthed for study in 2015. This delicate process allowed researchers to capture detailed records of the artwork before reburial to protect it from further deterioration. Despite the challenges, the Cockno stone continues to captivate the imagination, and researchers are still working to decipher the meaning behind the intricate carvings. Some theories suggest astronomical alignments, while others propose ritualistic or ceremonial purposes. The stone's significance as a communal gathering place or a sacred site is also under consideration. As technology advances, new methods of analysis are being applied to the Cockno stone. These include detailed photographic documentation, 3D modeling, and geochemical analysis. By combining these techniques with traditional archaeological methods, researchers hope to unlock the secrets hidden within this extraordinary prehistoric relic. The Sumerian planisphere, a clay tablet housed in the British Museum, is a captivating artifact that continues to baffle and intrigue researchers. Discovered in the ruins of Nineveh, this ancient object is believed to be a celestial map, offering a glimpse into the astronomical knowledge of the Sumerians, a civilization that flourished in Mesopotamia thousands of years ago. The tablet depicts a circular diagram divided into 8 sections, each containing representations of constellations and celestial bodies. While the precise interpretation of these symbols remains a subject of debate, it is evident that the Sumerians possessed a sophisticated understanding of the night sky. The inclusion of specific constellations and their relative positions suggests a level of astronomical observation and charting that is remarkable for its time. One of the most intriguing aspects of the planisphere is its potential connection to a catastrophic event. Some researchers propose that the tablet records an astronomical observation of an asteroid impact that occurred in the region of Kofels, Austria, around 650 BC. This hypothesis, if proven, would significantly enhance our understanding of the Sumerians' scientific capabilities and their ability to witness and document celestial phenomena. However, the true meaning of the Sumerian planisphere remains a mystery. The challenges of deciphering the cuneiform script and interpreting the complex astronomical data have hindered definitive conclusions. Nevertheless, this ancient artifact continues to inspire fascination and wonder, offering a tantalizing glimpse into the intellectual achievements of one of history's earliest civilizations. The London hammer, also known as the London artifact, is a peculiar discovery that has sparked intense debate and speculation. Found embedded in a rock formation near London, Texas in 1936, the hammer consists of an iron head and a wooden handle. What makes this find particularly intriguing is that the rock surrounding the hammer is believed to be of Ordovician age, dating back approximately 400 million years. This apparent discrepancy between the age of the hammer and the rock has led some to propose extraordinary theories, such as the possibility of advanced civilizations existing millions of years ago. While the London hammer undoubtedly presents an interesting puzzle, the prevailing scientific explanation is that it is a more recent artifact that became encased in a rapidly forming concretion, a hard mass that forms around a central object. In this case, the hammer likely became embedded in a deposit of minerals that later solidified. This process can occur relatively quickly, depending on the specific conditions. Analysis of the hammerhead revealed that it is primarily iron, with a composition similar to that of 19th century wrought iron. The wood from the handle has also been analyzed, and while some claims have been made about its age, these have not been independently verified. While the idea of an ancient civilization possessing advanced technology is captivating, the available evidence does not support such a claim. The London hammer remains a popular topic of discussion, and it serves as a reminder of the importance of critical thinking and the scientific method when evaluating extraordinary claims. These ancient artifacts are more than just objects. They are windows into a past we can barely comprehend. They challenge our understanding of history, technology, and the limits of human knowledge. As we continue to explore and unravel the mysteries surrounding these artifacts, one thing becomes clear. Our planet is teeming with secrets waiting to be discovered. Remember, the most profound secrets lie just beneath the surface. Thanks for spending time with us on this episode, and stay safe. We'll see you next time. Fireside. Throughout history, humanity has unearthed remarkable artifacts that challenge our understanding of the past. From statues buried in remote bogs to mummies wrapped in myth and mystery, these ancient relics have sparked intrigue and debate among scholars and enthusiasts alike. On this episode, we'll explore 5 more unexplained artifacts: the Shigar idol, the Lion Man, the Shugborough inscription, the San Pedro Mountains mummy, and the Nimrud lens. Join us as we unravel the secrets of these 5 fascinating artifacts, piecing together their stories and exploring what they reveal about our ancient ancestors. Welcome back to Fireside Unsolved, Episode 94, Unexplained Ancient Artifacts, Part 2. In 1850, archaeologist Austin Henry Layard unearthed an intriguing artifact at the ancient Assyrian palace of Nimrud, in what is now modern-day Iraq. Now known as the Nimrud lens, or Layard lens, this 8th century piece of rock crystal appears to have been roughly ground, possibly using a type of ancient grinding wheel. However, being made from natural rock crystal, the lens has remarkably withstood the test of time, showing little deterioration over the centuries. The lens has a focal point about 4.5 inches from its flat side and a focal length of around 4.7 inches. Although the lens is capable of focusing sunlight, its focus is not entirely precise. Some believe it was used as a magnifying glass, while others suggest it might have served as a burning glass to start fires by focusing sunlight. Alternatively, it could have simply been a piece of decorative inlay. Assyrian craftsmen, known for their intricate engravings, might have utilized a magnifying lens in their detailed work. In fact, the lens's discoverer, Austin Henry Layard, noted the presence of very small inscriptions on Assyrian artifacts, which he suspected were created with the aid of a lens. Italian scientist Giovanni Pettinato of the University of Rome proposed a more intriguing theory, that the lens was part of a telescope used by the ancient Assyrians, which might explain their advanced knowledge of astronomy. According to Pettinato, the Assyrians' depiction of the planet Saturn as a god surrounded by a ring of serpents could have been their interpretation of Saturn's rings, as seen through a primitive telescope. However, experts in Assyrian archaeology are skeptical, doubting that the lens's optical quality was sufficient for such a purpose. They also note that serpents are a common motif in Assyrian mythology, and point out that no surviving Assyrian astronomical texts mention the use of a telescope. The Nimrud lens, with its ancient craftsmanship and purpose, stands as a testament to the advanced knowledge and skills of the Assyrians. Whether it was used for practical purposes or held symbolic significance, its discovery offers us a rare glimpse into the technological and intellectual achievements of a civilization long gone. The Shugborough inscription is a cryptic sequence of letters, OUOSVAVV, carved on the 18th century shepherd's monument located on the grounds of Shugborough Hall in Staffordshire, England. This inscription appears beneath a mirror image of Nicholas Poussin's painting, The Shepherds of Arcadia. The Shugborough monument was constructed between 1748 and 1756, and commissioned by Thomas Anson. Its design features a portico supported by 2 Doric columns, which hold up an entablature adorned with a frieze. The frieze includes 3 metopes, 2 of which contain carvings of stone heads, one depicting a smiling bald-headed man, and the other resembling the goat-horned Greek god Pan. The entablature is capped with an antefix designed in an enthymeion motif. Over the past few decades, a variety of possible explanations for the Shugborough inscription have been put forward by different investigators, ranging from connections to the Holy Grail to confusing Masonic codes. Some have speculated that the inscription holds the key to lost treasures or ancient secrets, while others believe it might be a simple memorial or a playful puzzle left by its creator. Despite this, the staff at Shugborough Hall are unconvinced by any of these theories. In fact, a representative for the estate, now under the care of the National Trust, remarked in 2014 that they receive 5 or 6 claims of having cracked the code every week, leading them to approach such claims with caution. Although the inscription continues to captivate and puzzle many, a definitive solution has yet to be found. The Shigur sculpture, or Shigur idol, is not just a relic of the past, but a beacon of ancient artistry and craftsmanship. As the oldest known wooden sculpture, it predates even the Great Pyramid of Giza by thousands of years. Carved during the Mesolithic period from a piece of wood dating back approximately 12,000 years, the Shigur idol offers us a rare window into the artistic and cultural expressions of early humans. Unearthed on January 24, 1890, from a depth of 4 meters in the Shigur peat bog, the Shigur idol was discovered near the village of Kalata, now Kirovgrad, on the eastern slope of the Middle Urals, about 100 kilometers from Yekaterinburg. The idol's remarkable preservation is attributed to its placement in the bog, an acidic, anaerobic environment that not only preserved the wood, but also suggests that many similar statues might have existed but did not survive under less favorable conditions. Initially found in 10 pieces, Professor D.I. Lobanov reassembled the sculpture into a 9 feet tall figure. However, in 1914, archaeologist Vladimir Tolmachev suggested a more impressive reconstruction of 17 feet, based on additional fragments. Sadly, some of these fragments have since been lost, leaving only Tolmachev's drawings to capture their historical significance. Initial tests in the 1990s by G.I. Zaitseva and the Geological Institute estimated the sculpture to be around 9,500 years old, though this faced skepticism given the sophistication of the artifact for its time. Subsequent analyses, including a German study, extended the age to approximately 11,500 years. In 2021, further research by the University of Göttingen and the Institute of Archaeology of the Russian Academy of Sciences refined the dating to around 12,000 years, making the Shigur idol the oldest known monumental wooden sculpture. The Shigur idol's geometric decorations, including simple lines, zigzags, and representations of human faces and hands, align with art styles from the late Paleolithic to early Mesolithic periods. Carved from a larch tree that was at least 159 years old, the top of the sculpture includes a face with detailed features, while the flat, rectangular body is adorned with patterns that may symbolize ribs and totemic faces. The craftsmanship of the Shigur idol, evidenced by the use of chisels of varying sizes and the identification of faces carved with beaver jaw tools, reflects a sophisticated level of artistry. Scholars have proposed a range of interpretations for the carvings on the Shigur idol. Svetlana Savchenko from the Sverdlovsk Regional Museum suggests that the sculpture may represent a creation myth from its time. Other researchers speculate that the intricate markings might have functioned as a navigational aid or map. Some believe the idol could depict mythological forest spirits, and there are even theories that it may have served as a warning against dangerous areas. Comparisons between the Shigur idol's ornamentation and the carvings at Göbekli Tepe in Turkey underscore its significance within the broader context of early ritual art. Previously, it was believed that complex art forms emerged around 8,000 years ago in the Middle East among sedentary farming communities. The Shigur idol, dating back approximately 12,000 years, challenges this timeline and reveals that intricate symbolic and ritualistic art was developed much earlier, offering fresh perspectives on the evolution of human creativity and spiritual expression. The San Pedro Mountains mummy, commonly known as Pedro, has been the center of controversy and intrigue since its discovery in Wyoming during the 1930s, though it has since been lost. Scientific analysis determined that Pedro was a Native American infant afflicted with anencephaly, a condition where major portions of the brain and skull are absent. Despite this diagnosis, Pedro's small size and unusual features spurred alternative theories suggesting it might be an early hominid or linked to legends of little people. Pedro was discovered in either 1932 or 1934 in the San Pedro Mountains, Carbon County, Wyoming, by gold prospectors Cecil Main and Frank Carr. Found on a ledge inside a cave that had been blasted open, the mummy was seated and measured approximately 6 to 7 inches in height in its seated posture, weighing around 1 pound, with an estimated standing height of 17 inches. In 1936, Maine declared in a sworn affidavit that Pedro was in the possession of Homer F. Sherrill and supposedly held by the Field Museum in Chicago. However, the museum has no record of this artifact. Sherrill, a Nebraskan, exhibited the mummy as an early hominid. For several years, it was displayed in a drugstore window in Meeteetse, Wyoming. In the 1940s, it was acquired by Casper car dealer Ivan Goodman, who mounted it on a wooden base, enclosed it in a glass jar, and marketed it as a 65-year-old pygmy, claiming it was preserved as it actually lived. In 1950, Goodman either lost track of the mummy in New York or, as reported by the Casper Star-Tribune in 1979, sold it to Leonard Wadler. Wadler eventually relocated to Florida, where he passed away in the 1980s. The mummy's small size and adult-like appearance led to various associations, including connections to Shoshone legends of the Nemerigar, or Little People, and non-Native American folklore about Pygmy Indians. This fascination was further fueled by a 1941 Milwaukee Journal article speculating whether a race of pygmies once existed in America. Despite these intriguing associations, X-rays of the mummy reported by the Casper Tribune-Herald in 1950 revealed adult vertebrae and teeth, signs of solid food in the stomach, and broken bones. These findings led Harry L. Shapiro of the American Museum of Natural History and Paul Martin of the Field Museum to conclude that the mummy was an anencephalic infant. George W. Gill of the University of Wyoming supported this diagnosis based on the X-rays, though the original films have since been lost. In the 1990s, a similar mummy, dubbed Chiquita, emerged and drew attention due to its resemblance to Pedro. Both Pedro and Chiquita are distinctive among Native American burials in Wyoming due to their seated positions with arms wrapped around their legs. Chiquita's unusual blonde appearance is particularly rare among Native Americans. The only other known anencephalic infant mummy is Egyptian, underscoring the rarity and significance of these finds. While both mummies have fueled speculative theories, the prevailing scientific consensus supports the diagnosis of anencephaly, highlighting the importance of rigorous scientific analysis and contextual understanding in the interpretation of such ancient and unexplained artifacts. The Lowenmensch figurine, or Lion Man of Hohenstein-Stadel, is an extraordinary artifact discovered in 1939 in the Hohenstein-Stadel Cave, part of Germany's UNESCO World Heritage Site. This unique sculpture blends anthropomorphic and zoomorphic features, combining a human body with the head of a lion, and reflects the fusion of human and animal traits. Radiocarbon dating places the Lion Man between 35,000 and 41,000 years old, making it one of the oldest known artistic representations and the oldest confirmed statue ever uncovered. Linked to the Aurignacian culture of the Upper Paleolithic, this figure was carved from mammoth ivory using a flint stone knife, with 7 parallel transverse gouges on its left arm, adding to its intricate design. After several reconstructions and the incorporation of additional fragments, the figurine stands 12.2 inches tall, 2.2 inches wide, and 2.3 inches thick. Systematic excavations at the Hohenstein-Stadel Cave began in 1937 under the guidance of historian Robert Wetzel. On August 25, 1939, geologist Otto Wölzing discovered fragmented mammoth ivory pieces within the cave, approximately 30 meters from the cave entrance, surrounded by various artifacts such as bone tools, worked antlers, and jewelry including pendants and beads. This chamber is believed to have served a special purpose, possibly for storage, hiding, or ritual activities, highlighting the significance of the figurine within its cultural and historical context. However, the outbreak of World War II a week later interrupted further work, and the excavation trenches were backfilled. Wetzel continued excavations through the summer months until 1961, and additional ivory fragments were found in the 1970s. It wasn't until archaeologist Joachim Hahn initiated an inventory and assembly of the fragments that the figure, combining both animal and human elements, started to emerge. Carving the Lion Man from a hard mammoth tusk would have been a complex and labor-intensive task. Evidence from a similarly sized tusk found in the same cave shows that the carving process involved cutting through the surrounding skin and thin bone to detach the tusk, requiring significant effort, including wedging and splitting to handle the tougher parts of the tusk. Experimental replications by Wolf Hein and Kurt Wehrberger highlight the incredible complexity and effort involved in creating the figurine. Their work demonstrated that removing the tusk's base alone took 10 hours, and carving the intricate details of the body required steep-fronted scrapers and barons, which needed frequent sharpening. Shaping the head and shoulders was particularly challenging, as it involved cutting across the ivory grain and often required 2 hands. Overall, the basic shaping of the figurine was estimated to take around 200 hours, with the total creation process likely exceeding 370 hours. Jill Cook, curator of Paleolithic collections at the British Museum, suggests that such a detailed sculpture might have necessitated the dedication of a skilled artist who was relieved from other subsistence tasks. She believes that the sculpture likely represented a profound connection to unseen forces and essential aspects of nature, highlighting its significance beyond mere survival and underscoring its role in the spiritual and cultural life of its creators. And there you have it, a glimpse into some of the most intriguing and mysterious ancient artifacts ever discovered, each piece offering a unique window into our distant past. We hope you enjoyed this journey into history's mysteries as much as we did. If these artifacts sparked your curiosity, let us know in the comments which one you found the most fascinating and why. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the secrets of the past. Hit the like button to support our work, and don't forget to share this video with fellow history and mystery enthusiasts. Your engagement helps us bring more content like this to you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time as we continue to uncover the wonders and mysteries of our world. Until then, be safe, stay curious, and keep exploring. And we'll keep your seat warm for you. Fireside. Welcome back to Fireside Unsolved. Before we dive into the mysteries of lost artifacts in our 100th episode of Fireside Unsolved, we want to take a moment to thank each of you for being a part of this journey with us. From our very first episode to this milestone, your support, curiosity, and passion for the unknown have fueled our exploration of some of history's most fascinating phenomena, artifacts, objects, photos, and of course, unsolved cases. We're incredibly grateful to our amazing subscribers. You are the heart of this channel. We're also happy to announce we reached the 12,000 subscriber mark. Welcome to all of our new subscribers and viewers to the channel. We're glad you're here with us. We promise you don't want to miss a single mystery, so hit that bell icon to get notified every time we uncover a new unsolved story. Here's to many more episodes, more mysteries, and more of your incredible support. Thank you for making Fireside Unsolved what it is today. Throughout human history, artifacts have served as the tangible threads that weave together the story of our past. They are more than mere objects. They are symbols of power, expressions of art, and records of the cultures that shaped our world. Artifacts hold the secrets of ancient civilizations, offer insights into human ingenuity, and connect us to the people and places that came before us. But what happens when these priceless pieces of our heritage are lost to time, vanishing without a trace? In this video, we'll uncover the mysteries behind some of the most elusive lost treasures of history. The Great Bell of Damazzadi, once the largest bell ever cast, which mysteriously disappeared beneath the waters of Burma. The Florentine Diamond, a gemstone of unmatched brilliance that slipped from the pages of history. The Amber Room, a magnificent chamber crafted entirely of amber and gold, looted during World War II and never found. The crown jewels of King John, lost in the marshlands of England under mysterious circumstances. And the Imperial Seal of China, an emblem of ultimate authority that vanished, leaving a void in China's imperial history. These lost artifacts continue to capture the imagination, reminding us of the fragility of history and the enduring mysteries that still await discovery. Join us as we explore these captivating tales of loss, legend, and the ongoing quest to reclaim the forgotten pieces of our shared past. On episode 100, 5 of the greatest artifacts lost to time. Imagine a bell so colossal, so exquisitely crafted, that its sound could resonate across a kingdom. This was the Great Bell of Damazzadi, a legendary artifact of Burma, now Myanmar, lost to history, and resting somewhere in the depths of a river, waiting to be rediscovered. Cast in 1484 by King Damazzadi, the bell was reputedly one of the largest ever made, with estimates varying from 300 to 330 tons, and a diameter of approximately 16 feet. Its composition was a mix of bronze, with some historical accounts suggesting it may have been adorned with gold, reflecting the king's immense wealth and dedication to the Buddhist faith. For over a century, the Great Bell of Damazzadi stood proudly at the Shwedagon Pagoda in Yangon, its deep, resounding tones echoing across the city and beyond. It was said to be a gift from King Damazzadi to the pagoda, intended to bring peace and prosperity to his kingdom. The bell was a marvel of engineering and artistry, a testament to the grandeur of Burma's ancient civilization. However, The bell's fate took a dramatic turn in 1608 when Felipe de Brito e Nicote, a Portuguese mercenary and self-styled ruler of the region, sought to seize it. De Brito, eager to plunder Burma's treasures, believed that melting down the bell would provide a fortune in metal for his cannons. The operation to transport the bell from the pagoda to the river was fraught with difficulties. As the massive bell was being moved along the Bago River, the raft carrying it collapsed, and the great bell of Damazidi plunged into the river's depths, disappearing into the murky water. The loss of the bell was a significant blow to the people of Burma, and it quickly became the stuff of legend. Over the centuries, numerous attempts have been made to locate the bell, but its whereabouts remain unknown. Some theories suggest that the bell might still be resting at the bottom of the Bago River, buried beneath layers of sediment and mud. Divers and treasure hunters have explored the river, but their searches have yielded no conclusive results. Another theory posits that the bell might have been moved or hidden by local villagers who, over time, may have decided to relocate it to protect it from further plunder. According to this theory, the bell could be in a secret location known only to a few. A third theory speculates that the bell was eventually recovered, but then lost again under mysterious circumstances. Some believe it may have been stolen by subsequent treasure hunters or destroyed during conflicts in the region. The Great Bell of Damazidi's mystery endures, captivating historians, archaeologists, and treasure hunters. Its story is more than just about a lost artifact. It reflects a time when art, faith, and ambition intersected. The bell represents a bridge to the past, a piece of history that continues to echo through the ages. As long as it remains lost, the bell will be a symbol of both the grandeur of ancient Burma and the enduring allure of forgotten treasures. The Florentine diamond was an illustrious gem celebrated for its remarkable clarity and captivating brilliance. Believed to have been cut in the 15th century, the diamond's origins are still debated, but its story is one of opulence and mystery. The diamond first came into prominence when it was acquired by the powerful Medici family of Florence in the early 16th century. It became a symbol of their wealth and influence, meticulously set into exquisite jewelry and worn with pride. Its unique cut, featuring an intricate 126-facet design, gave it an exceptional sparkle that enchanted those who saw it. In the turbulent times of the French Revolution, the diamond was seized and incorporated into the French crown jewels under Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon, known for his grandeur and love of luxury, greatly valued the diamond, integrating it into his imperial collection. However, following his fall from power, the diamond's trail grew cold. The Florentine diamond's fate took a mysterious turn during World War II. It is believed to have been stolen from a European noble's collection amidst the chaos of the conflict, but what happened to it afterward remains unknown. Theories abound. Some suggest it was hidden away to evade capture, while others speculate that it was sold on the black market or lost in the upheaval of war. Despite extensive searches and numerous attempts to recover it, the Florentine diamond has never been found. Its disappearance remains one of history's great mysteries, captivating historians, gem enthusiasts, and treasure hunters alike. The story of the Florentine diamond is a poignant reminder of the fragility of historical treasures and the enduring allure of lost relics, each piece of its history adding to its legendary status. The Amber Room, often called the eighth wonder of the world, was an unparalleled masterpiece crafted entirely from amber, gold leaf, and mirrors. A room where every surface gleamed with golden hues, a dazzling spectacle of light and craftsmanship that seemingly transported you in an instant to a realm of opulence and grandeur. The Amber Room was originally constructed in the early 18th century in the Catherine Palace of Tsarskoye Selo, near St. Petersburg, Russia. It was designed by German craftsmen Andreas Schluter and Bartolomeo Rastrelli and adorned with thousands of pieces of amber set into intricate patterns. The room was a marvel of Baroque artistry, its walls shimmering with a golden glow that enchanted all who saw it. Over the decades, the Amber Room was celebrated as a symbol of Russian elegance and artistic achievement. It underwent several renovations and expansions, further enhancing its splendor. However, during World War II, the room's fate took a dark turn. In 1941, as German forces advanced into Soviet territory, the Amber Room was looted and dismantled by the Nazis. Despite attempts to preserve it, the room was stolen and transported to Germany, where it vanished from public view. The room's disappearance marked the beginning of one of history's greatest art heists. Despite extensive efforts by historians, treasure hunters, and even amateur sleuths, the Amber Room has never been recovered. Numerous theories abound regarding its fate. Some suggest it was lost during the war or destroyed in bombing raids. Others believe it might still be hidden in a secret location, perhaps in a remote bunker or private collection. In the decades following the war, various attempts have been made to reconstruct the Amber Room based on historical records and photographs. The most notable reconstruction, completed in 2003, seeks to capture the original's grandeur and keep its memory alive. Yet, the original Amber Room's mystery endures, symbolizing both the grandeur of pre-war artistry and the enduring quest for lost treasures. As long as it remains lost, the room continues to captivate imaginations, reminding us of the treasures that once were and the relentless pursuit to uncover them. There was once a collection of royal regalia so exquisite that it was said it was the embodiment of the splendor and power of medieval England. These were the crown jewels of King John, a treasure of unmatched significance that has become one of history's most elusive artifacts. King John, the controversial monarch of England from 1199 to 1216, was not only known for his turbulent reign, but also for the legendary jewels that adorned his crown. The crown jewels of King John were said to be a dazzling array of priceless gems and ornate goldwork, reflecting the opulence and majesty of the medieval English monarchy. Among these treasures were intricately crafted crowns, scepters, and other royal regalia, each piece a testament to the artistry and craftsmanship of the time. The story of the crown jewels takes a dramatic turn during the tumultuous period of King John's reign. In 1216, as the king faced mounting pressures from both internal and external adversaries, he was forced to flee from his enemies. In his desperate flight, he entrusted the precious jewels to a trusted party for safekeeping. However, their journey was fraught with peril, and as the king's forces were defeated, the jewels vanished without a trace. The loss of the crown jewels has been shrouded in mystery and speculation ever since. Historical accounts suggest that the jewels might have been hidden in the marshlands of eastern England, possibly buried to keep them from falling into enemy hands. Some believe that the treasures were lost in the treacherous terrain, swallowed by the shifting tides and muddy depths. Other theories propose that the jewels were recovered by local inhabitants and hidden in secret locations, their whereabouts known only to a select few. There are even suggestions that the jewels may have been stolen by opportunistic thieves who knew of their value. Despite numerous searches and investigations over the centuries, the crown jewels of King John remain lost. Their disappearance is a poignant reminder of the impermanence of even the most magnificent treasures. The Imperial Seal of China, an artifact so significant that it represented the very essence of imperial power, was a revered object that held the divine right to rule and the sacred essence of the Chinese emperors. Known as the heirloom seal of the realm, this extraordinary artifact was central to the governance and legitimacy of the Chinese imperial dynasty. The imperial seal was believed to have been crafted in the early Zhou dynasty, around the 11th century BCE, and was one of the most important symbols of the Chinese emperor's legitimacy and sovereignty. Made from a single piece of jade, the seal was engraved with characters that conveyed the divine mandate to rule. It was not merely a stamp, but a profound emblem of the emperor's authority, used to authenticate official documents and decrees. The seal's storied history spanned several dynasties, becoming a treasured heirloom passed down through generations of rulers. It played a crucial role in maintaining the continuity of imperial power and was deeply revered in Chinese culture. However, its fate took a dramatic turn during the turmoil of the Qing dynasty's fall. In 1912, with the abdication of the last Qing emperor, Puyi, and the establishment of the Republic of China, the imperial seal's status was cast into uncertainty. Amidst the upheaval of political change and civil strife, the seal was reportedly taken by various factions or misplaced during chaotic transitions. Despite numerous investigations and claims over the years, the exact fate of the imperial seal remains unknown. Some theories suggest that it was hidden to protect it from being seized or destroyed during the revolution. Others speculate that it was lost or stolen during the period of upheaval, possibly ending up in private collections or even being sold on the black market. Its disappearance is more than just a loss of a physical artifact. It symbolizes the upheaval and transition of a grand era in Chinese history. The seal's story continues to inspire awe and curiosity, reminding us of the profound connection between artifacts and the legacy of a nation's heritage. That wraps up this exploration into the mysteries of lost artifacts. From the depths of Burmese rivers to hidden vaults in war-torn Europe, these treasures continue to capture our imagination and fuel the quest for discovery. Each of these objects holds a unique story, a fragment of history that reminds us of the enduring allure of the unknown.
Certain artifacts defy easy explanation, leaving scholars and historians puzzled, igniting the imaginations of those who dare to wonder what they might mean. In part 3 of our series about ancient unexplained artifacts, we go even deeper into the mysterious, examining 5 more artifacts that continue to confuse experts. Could they be the remnants of lost technologies, signs of forgotten cultures, or something else entirely? Join us and gather round the fire as we explore the strange, the unexplained, and the ancient past on episode 105, Unexplained Ancient Artifacts, Part 3. In 1972, scientists made a startling discovery at a uranium mine in Oklo, Gabon. Hidden beneath the earth lay evidence that, around 1.7 billion years ago, long before complex life existed, a natural nuclear fission reactor had spontaneously formed and operated in this region. This ancient reactor ran for hundreds of thousands of years, generating heat and performing complex nuclear reactions. But how could such a sophisticated process occur naturally without human intervention? The discovery of Oklo defied the known limits of natural science, raising questions about the true capabilities of the ancient Earth, and challenging everything we thought we knew about nuclear physics. The Oklo site is home to 16 naturally occurring nuclear reactors, each formed under a rare and unique set of conditions. These ancient reactors worked because uranium deposits, rich in fissile material, were in just the right configuration, and water served as the key ingredient. Acting like a natural moderator, the water slowed down neutrons, allowing the nuclear fission chain reaction to continue. Remarkably, when the water evaporated, the reaction would stop, only to reignite when water seeped back in. It's a natural system that mimicked the control mechanisms of modern nuclear reactors, over 1 billion years before humans ever existed. When the reactors were active, the concentration of uranium-235 was around 3%, similar to the enrichment level used in today's nuclear power plants. This higher concentration was crucial, providing the perfect conditions for a sustained, natural nuclear reaction. It's estimated that these natural reactors generated less than 100 kilowatts of thermal power, enough to sustain a slow but steady process over hundreds of thousands of years. The discovery of the reactors had profound implications for scientists. It was like finding a natural laboratory, offering a rare opportunity to study how radioactive materials migrate geologically over time. This knowledge has directly influenced nuclear waste management strategies, as the reactor's radioactive byproducts have remained largely contained within the site for nearly 2 billion years. The site is a perfect example of how, given enough time, nature can reveal to us humans the secrets of what we might call advanced technology. China has long been susceptible to earthquakes, some of which caused widespread devastation across its vast regions of the country. During the Han Dynasty, frequent tremors posed a significant challenge, particularly since there was no reliable way to detect or even understand what caused these seismic events. Without early warning systems, officials struggled to respond effectively, especially in distant regions where tremors were not felt near the epicenter of the earthquake. During the time, Zhang Heng was already renowned for his contributions to astronomy, mathematics, and engineering, and he aimed to address the problem. His goal was to develop a device capable of detecting seismic activity from afar, allowing the capital to be alerted about earthquakes even if the tremors were not directly experienced. In 132 AD, Zhang Heng invented the Zhang Heng seismograph, one of the earliest known devices designed to detect earthquakes. This remarkable invention not only showcased Zhang Heng's profound understanding of natural forces, but also highlighted ancient China's advanced technological capabilities. The Zhang Heng seismograph was a marvel of ancient engineering, celebrated for its ingenious design and functionality. The device consisted of a large bronze urn, approximately 6 feet in diameter, adorned with 8 intricately crafted dragon heads arranged around its exterior. Each dragon faced a specific direction, north, northeast, east, southeast, and so forth, representing the points of the compass. Beneath each dragon was a statue of a toad with its mouth open, ready to catch a small bronze ball held by the dragon above. When an earthquake struck, the seismic waves would trigger an internal mechanism within the urn, causing one of the balls to drop from the dragon's mouth into the toad's waiting jaws, indicating the direction of the tremor. This simple yet sophisticated system allowed observers to determine the general direction of distant earthquakes, marking a groundbreaking achievement in early seismology. What makes Zhang Heng's seismograph particularly impressive is its reported accuracy. According to historical records, during its first significant use, the seismograph detected an earthquake in a distant region of China, an event that went unnoticed in the capital. Days later, a messenger confirmed that the earthquake had indeed occurred in the exact direction indicated by the seismograph, validating the device's effectiveness. Although the precise internal mechanics of Zhang Heng's seismograph have been lost to history, modern replicas based on historical descriptions provide us with valuable insights into how the device might have operated. While it did not predict earthquakes, it offered crucial information about their occurrence and direction, potentially aiding response efforts and saving lives. In a world still contending with the destructive power of earthquakes, Zhang Heng's work proves the long-held human pursuit of understanding and mitigating the forces of nature. In a cave near an ancient cemetery at Beit Sheharim, a historic Jewish town in northern Israel, lies an extraordinary discovery: a massive slab of glass measuring approximately 6.5 feet wide, 11 feet long, and 18 inches thick. Weighing an astonishing 9 tons, this slab is far from what one might imagine when thinking of glass. Discovered in the 1960s during an exploration of the cave, workers initially mistook the slab for a concrete block. When they attempted to move it, the slab proved too heavy even for a bulldozer. Unable to dislodge the immense block, workers left it in place, paving the surrounding area as they continued their project to build a museum inside the cave. In 1963, a joint expedition from the Corning Museum of Glass and the University of Missouri was surveying the region for evidence of ancient glass production. During their search, someone suggested that the mysterious slab could be made of glass. A fragment of the slab was broken off and sent to a laboratory for testing. The results stunned everyone, including the researchers themselves. The enormous slab was indeed glass, and it was estimated to be around 1,600 years old. Humans have been crafting glass for over 6,000 years, far longer than they have been making iron tools. The earliest glass objects, mostly small beads, were often byproducts of metalworking or faience production, a ceramic-like material. These early glasses were typically opaque, full of impurities, and far from the clear glass we know today. It wasn't until the 15th century BC that true glass began to appear in regions around modern-day Lebanon, coastal northern Syria, Mesopotamia, and Egypt. During the Roman period, this area of the Mediterranean became the epicenter of glass production due to the abundance of key raw materials like sand and soda ash. Glass was produced in large blocks in massive workshops, then transported across the Roman and later Byzantine empires. Artisans would reheat these blocks, softening the glass to shape it into a variety of forms, from simple vessels to elaborate glassware. The Beit Sheharim slab, however, stands out not only for its immense size but also as a relic of an advanced manufacturing technique, pushing the boundaries of what we understand about ancient glass production. Glassmaking in antiquity was a challenging process, primarily because the ingredients often contained impurities that were difficult to measure, but had significant effects on the final product. The main component of glass is silica, commonly derived from sand, which typically includes small amounts of lime. Lime plays a crucial role in glassmaking. It prevents molten sand from crystallizing, resulting in the amorphous, nearly colorless solid we recognize as glass. However, if too much lime is present, it loses this stabilizing property, causing the molten sand to crystallize into millions of microscopic structures, rendering the glass opaque. The massive glass slab at Beit She'arim serves as a striking example of such a failure. When a core sample was drilled from the slab, it revealed that the glass was uniform from top to bottom, but underneath the slab, some partially reacted materials had not completely melted. The lowest layer of the slab still contained remnants of the original batch, resembling coffee grounds, indicating that heat had not fully penetrated to the bottom, leaving the slab essentially half-baked. This alteration caused the glass to solidify with a bluish-gray opaque appearance, rather than the transparent quality desired. As a result, the slab was never broken up to be used for making glass objects. Had the glass turned out correctly, it could have produced between 50 and 60,000 small glass items. Today, this colossal glass slab remains on the floor of the cave where it was discovered, now part of the visitor center of the museum, silently telling the story of an ambitious ancient glass-making venture that fell short of perfection. On a typical Saturday afternoon, May 14, 1988, two young boys, 13-year-old Jamie Parks and his friend Trevor Johnson, ventured into the dense woods of Washington State, not far from the Canadian border. What began as a typical afternoon exploring the forest quickly turned into a discovery that would baffle experts for decades. Hidden among the trees, they stumbled upon a bizarre rock covered in strange, cryptic markings, alien-like drawings that defied explanation. After the discovery, Trevor eagerly shared the news with his parents, Steve and Patty Johnson. The Johnson family was going through a tough time. Steve worked as a prison corrections officer, and Patty had recently taken a second job as a receptionist to help make ends meet. The couple had poured everything they had into opening a small dress shop in a new mall, but the project was delayed due to construction setbacks, putting even more strain on their finances. Despite their struggles, Steve was intrigued by the bizarre find. Curious to see it for himself, he hiked with Trevor back into the woods, where he too was captivated by the mysterious rock and its strange, alien-like drawings. Just 2 days after discovering the rock, the Johnsons' fortunes began to take a surprising turn. The dress shop that had been delayed was finally completed, and business took off. The once struggling couple soon expanded their ventures, acquiring a movie theater and other shops within the mall. They even moved into a new home, marking a dramatic shift from the financial struggles they had faced for years. The Johnsons believed their newfound success was linked to the mysterious rock, viewing it as a symbol, or perhaps even a catalyst, for their change in luck. However, not everyone shared this sentiment. An archaeologist who studied the rock determined that its cryptic markings were not the work of American Indians, European settlers, or any known civilization from the area. Instead, as many had speculated, the carvings were most likely created no earlier than the 20th century. Despite the conflicting views on its origins, the Johnsons remained grateful to Trevor and Jamie Parks for uncovering the rock during their exploration. The Dabous giraffes are a stunning example of Neolithic art found in the Air Mountains of north-central Niger. These remarkable petroglyphs, carved into the Dabous rock, stand up 20 feet tall and depict two intricately detailed giraffes, one male and one smaller female. Situated on a sandstone outcrop in the Tenere Desert, about 110 kilometers north of Agadez, and a few kilometers from the Trans-Saharan Highway, they are the largest known animal petroglyphs in the world. In addition to the giraffes, the surrounding area boasts 828 engravings, including 704 animals such as cattle, ostriches, antelopes, lions, rhinoceroses, and camels, along with 61 human figures and 17 inscriptions in Tifinagh. These carvings date back between 6,000 and 8,000 years, to a time when the Sahara was a lush savanna, rather than the arid desert it is today. Remnants of petrified wood found in the region further attest to its once fertile environment. The giraffe carvings were first recorded by French archaeologist Christian Dupuy in 1987, and later documented by David Coulson in 1997. To preserve these ancient works, a mold was created, and an aluminum cast of the carvings is now displayed at the Agadez airport. In 2022, researcher Nikos Salunias proposed that the Dabus giraffes might depict a previously unknown species of extinct giraffe, which he named Giraffa sahara. This hypothesis is based on the unique spot patterns observed in the carvings compared to those of existing giraffe species. While no bones of this hypothetical species have been found, Salunias suggests they may be discovered in Saharan lake deposits. From the ancient Oklo natural nuclear reactor to the revolutionary Zhangheng seismograph, and from the puzzling glass slab of Beit She'arim to the captivating Dabus giraffes, we've explored a range of discoveries that challenge our understanding of history and technology. Each of these artifacts, whether they're products of natural phenomena or the ingenious creations of ancient minds, invites us to question and expand our knowledge about the past. They remind us that the world is full of secrets just waiting to be uncovered, and that even the most mysterious pieces of history hold clues to the stories of our ancestors. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the unknown and the extraordinary. If you enjoyed this exploration into the unexplained, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more intriguing content. There are secrets that have been passed down through time and throughout history that still lie buried beneath layers of earth, dust, and even time itself. Occasionally, though, we uncover one of these artifacts and we find that while some of these relics are beautiful, others are strange, and a few are downright eerie. They defy everything we thought we knew about the past. Artifacts so mysterious that they raise more questions than answers. What were they used for? Who created them? And why do they still haunt us today? In this fourth installment of our 5 Unexplained Ancient Artifacts series, we'll dive into some of history's most confounding relics. We'll explore the haunting expressions of the Lewis chessmen, the massive stone jars scattered across Laos, the puzzling Sator square, the precision-crafted Neolithic stone balls, and even a human skull turned into a ceremonial cup. Each one remains a mystery, waiting, maybe forever, for answers we may never find. Let's dive in on Fireside Unsolved, Episode 120, 5 Unexplained Ancient Artifacts, Part 4. Our journey begins in Scotland, on the Isle of Lewis, where a discovery in 1831 changed our understanding of medieval artifacts. Unearthed from the sands of Uig, the Lewis chessmen are a collection of intricate chess pieces carved from walrus ivory and whale teeth. Believed to have been created in Norway during the late 12th or early 13th century, these pieces reflect the medieval Norse culture that spread through the Scottish Isles during the time. The craftsmanship is extraordinary, showcasing the skills of Scandinavian artisans who meticulously captured the societal hierarchy of their time. These detailed figures include a king, queen, bishop, knight, and pawns. Each one of these detailed figures is unique in its artistry, with expressions ranging from fierce determination to stoic calm. The kings sit in authority, gazing forward with a sense of quiet command. The queens appear deep in thought and dignified, while the bishops, dressed in religious garb, represent the powerful role of the church. But the real story of the Lewis chessmen is, how did they end up on this remote Scottish island, far from their supposed Norwegian origins? Theories range from a shipwreck to the pieces being hidden by a trader or noble during a time of unrest. Others suggest they were part of a collection intended for a wealthy Scottish family, symbolizing their alliance or status. Yet no one knows for sure, leaving their journey as mysterious as the chessmen themselves. The chessmen also raise questions about what their actual purpose was. Some historians believe they were intended purely for gameplay, but others suspect a deeper significance. The hierarchy of chess, king, queen, knights, and pawns, could reflect the rigid societal structure of medieval Norse and Gaelic societies, making the chessmen both a game and a representation of power. Today, the Lewis chessmen are considered among the finest examples of medieval craftsmanship, holding a place in both the British Museum and the National Museum of Scotland. But they remain mysterious, a history that invites endless speculation about their creators, their journey, and their ultimate purpose. In the highlands of Laos lies an ancient mystery, the Plain of Jars. Scattered across the Xiangshuang Plateau, thousands of giant stone jars, some nearly 3 meters tall, dot the landscape, sparking endless curiosity about their purpose. Estimated to date back as early as 500 BCE, these jars have left historians, archaeologists, and local people alike searching for answers. Each jar is unique in size and form, ranging from 1 to 3 meters tall and made from stone not native to the area, hinting at a complex transport process that indicates their importance to the people who created them. Some folklore states that the jars were used by giants to brew rice wine for grand celebrations. This adds cultural intrigue to the site and speaks to the deep reverence the Plain of Jars holds in local traditions. But the most accepted theory suggests the jars were used in burial rituals, as artifacts, human remains, and ceramic materials have been discovered around some of the sites. Some jars appear with stone discs nearby, possibly lids that would have been used to cover the jar's contents. But many jars stand open and exposed, leaving their exact purpose unclear. The Plain of Jars is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site, preserving its cultural significance for generations to come. Despite decades of research, these massive stone vessels remain one of Southeast Asia's most enduring and fascinating mysteries, sparking wonder about the people who created them and the secrets they may still hold. One of history's most enduring puzzles is the Satyr Square, an ancient Latin word square that has fascinated scholars, historians, and mystery enthusiasts for centuries. This word square, which appears in Roman-era sites across Europe, most notably in Pompeii, is a remarkable example of linguistic ingenuity. It consists of 5 words arranged in a 5x5 grid. The beauty of the Satyr Square lies in its unique symmetry. No matter how you read it, horizontally or vertically, it remains the same. In essence, it is a palindrome with the words reading identically in all directions. The phrase is often interpreted as, "The sower Arapo holds the wheels with care," though its true meaning has never been definitively understood. The word satyr translates to sower or planter, tenet means holds or holds together, and opera is typically translated as work or effort. The word rotas can be translated as wheels, but the word aripo is a linguistic anomaly. It does not appear to have any known meaning in classical Latin, which has led to much speculation about its origin. Some believe it might be a name, others suggest it could be a code, and some even consider it an invented term meant purely to complete the symmetry of the square. Dating back as early as 79 AD, the Satyr Square has been linked to early Christianity. Some researchers theorize that the square was used by early Christians as a covert symbol, representing their faith during a time of persecution. Its symmetrical nature may have been interpreted as a hidden Christian cross, and some even suggest that the square was a secret way for Christians to communicate or mark their places of worship. In the medieval period, it was sometimes used as a charm or amulet, believed to possess protective qualities that could be used as a spell against disease, evil, and malevolent forces. Despite countless interpretations, the true meaning of the Satyr Square remains unknown. Whether it was a protective charm, a secret Christian code, or simply an intellectual exercise, the Satyr Square continues to be an unsolved historical mystery. Its cryptic allure endures through the centuries, making it one of the most fascinating and mysterious artifacts of the ancient world. Nestled within the rich archaeological landscapes of Scotland, these carved stone spheres remain one of the ancient world's most captivating mysteries. These small yet intricately crafted balls date back to Scotland's Neolithic period, between 3200 and 1500 BCE. With their origins rooted nearly 5,000 years ago, these artifacts open a portal into ancient societies and their lifestyles. Found predominantly in northeastern Scotland, these stones continue to provoke debate among archaeologists and historians. What was their purpose? Who made them? And why did these ancient craftspeople devote such meticulous attention to these objects? Each ball fits comfortably in the hand, averaging about 7 centimeters in diameter. Crafted from a variety of stones, including sandstone and greenstone, The balls display a range of patterns, from simple to highly complex. Some are plain, while others feature dozens of protruding knobs or ornate geometric carvings. The sheer skill required to create such uniform shapes and intricate designs suggests that their makers were highly skilled, perhaps even possessing a rudimentary knowledge of geometry. Some carved stone balls contain designs resembling Platonic solids, shapes studied by the Greeks thousands of years later, raising fascinating questions about the mathematical understanding of Scotland's Neolithic peoples. The intended function of these carved stone balls remains speculative, giving rise to numerous theories. One idea is that they symbolized power or social status, perhaps held by tribal leaders, as emblems of authority or spiritual significance. Others propose a practical use, like acting as weights in weighing systems, or serving as rollers to help transport large stones used in building megalithic monuments. Experimental archaeology even suggests that the balls could work as ball bearings, facilitating the movement of massive stones by rolling them along these small carved spheres. Another theory is that they were ritualistic objects, perhaps held in ceremonies or spiritual gatherings as symbols of a mysterious ancient tradition. Their careful placement in grave sites and sacred locations hints at an association with ritual or spirituality, with the balls possibly representing cosmological beliefs, community unity, or protection in the afterlife. Each ball is a symbol of ancient knowledge, artistry, and culture, proof of an era when people invested time and creativity into objects that held significant, if unknown, meaning. Throughout human history, some cultures have repurposed the human skull as a drinking vessel or ceremonial cup. Known as skull cups, these artifacts span centuries and continents, with records in Europe, Asia, and even early Britain. Each skull cup serves as a unique historical relic embodying ritualistic, martial, or symbolic significance. The oldest known skull cups date back roughly 15,000 years to Gough's Cave in England, where markings indicate they were carefully prepared for use. In ancient China, the skull cup represented a powerful victory trophy, often lacquered for ceremony. The practice was also recorded among the Xiongnu, nomadic people from Mongolia, who used skull cups in alliances and peace ceremonies. In Tibetan Buddhism, the skull cup or kapala holds a revered place. Often ornately carved and decorated, it is used in tantric rituals, symbolizing impermanence and transformation. Some Hindu deities are even depicted holding the skull cups, reinforcing their association with cosmic forces and spiritual potency. In medieval Europe, warriors such as the Scythians and Lombards fashioned skulls of defeated enemies into ceremonial cups, both to honor and intimidate. Historical accounts describe Bulgaria's Khan Krum celebrating victory with a jeweled skull cup made from the head of a Byzantine emperor, highlighting the mix of reverence and symbolic power these vessels conveyed. Each skull cup told a story, capturing the complex relationship ancient people had with life, death, and the human form. These artifacts provide an incredibly valuable insight into a world long ago. From the mystery of the Lewis chessmen to the timeless questions of the Neolithic carved stone spheres, these ancient artifacts remind us just how much we still have to learn about our ancestors. The stone plane of jars, the cryptic satyr square, and the ritualistic skull cups show us that history is filled with wonders that challenge what we think we know. If you enjoyed diving into these unexplained ancient artifacts, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated. Until we meet again, stay curious and keep the fire burning. We'll see you next time. Fireside.
Throughout history, human beings have uncovered remarkable objects that defy explanation. Artifacts that raise more questions than answers about the civilizations that came before and created them. In this episode, we look at 5 such mysteries. The Nampa figurine, an object that challenges our understanding of prehistoric North America. The haunting starving of Saqqara statue from ancient Egypt. The intricate Konkan geoglyphs of India, whose origins hint at an unknown culture. The perplexing Roman dodecahedrons. And the Nebra sky disk, a Bronze Age marvel that reveals advanced celestial knowledge. These unexplained artifacts each hold a story, but will we ever uncover their secrets? Let's find out together on Fireside Unsolved, Episode 131, 5 Unexplained Ancient Artifacts, Part 5. Deep within the American West, a perplexing discovery from the 19th century continues to be the subject of contention among geologists, historians, and archaeologists. The story of the Nampa figurine begins in July 1889, when workers digging a well near Nampa, Idaho, stumbled upon a clay object while pumping out sand and dirt from a depth of 320 feet, or about 98 meters. This was no random rock. It was a small, intricately shaped figurine. When the Nampa figurine was initially examined by local scientists in the late 1800s, the findings were remarkably significant. A close examination of the figurine's design reveals its exceptional craftsmanship for its size. The figurine, measuring just 1.5 inches tall, about 3.8 centimeters, was crafted to resemble the shape of a person, with a clear head, arms, body, and when found, only one leg. The other had seemingly been broken off. Certain elements of the figurine's design, such as the arms positioned at its sides, have been interpreted by some as ceremonial or symbolic, leading some to suggest that the figurine held spiritual significance. The object was crafted from fired clay, mixed with some quartz, which at first glance would have been expected to deteriorate over time. However, the primary focus of the investigation was not the material composition of the figurine, but rather its age. Remarkably, the figurine was discovered buried hundreds of feet beneath the ground, in layers of earth believed to be millions of years old. Consequently, initial estimates suggested that the figurine's age was approximately 2 million years old. However, if this discovery is accurate, it would challenge everything we currently understand about human history and prehistory. Over the years, numerous theories have emerged to explain the Nampa figurine. One prominent hypothesis is that it could be a remnant of an antiquated and highly advanced civilization that predates recorded history. Some even venture to suggest that it may serve as evidence of an unknown pre-Columbian culture possessing exceptional craftsmanship abilities. However, contemporary researchers, with today's knowledge and technology, have raised real doubts regarding the reliability of the figurine's initial dating and the discovery of the figurine itself. Scholars generally regard the figurine as a fabrication or a misdated artifact, lacking any conclusive evidence that supports its origin from 2 million years ago. The Starving of Saqqara is a strange statue believed to have originated during the pre-dynastic period of ancient Egypt. The statue depicts two seated figures, presumably a male and female, with notably large skulls and emaciated bodies. This suggests that the figures may have endured starvation or suffering. Furthermore, traces of dark pigment indicate that the statue was once adorned with paint. On the reverse of one of the figures is an inscription that has yet to be deciphered, despite the efforts of experts who have eliminated numerous well-known ancient scripts. The script is not Aramaic, Demotic, Egyptian, Hebrew, or Syriac, leaving researchers perplexed. This mystery has sparked a number of theories regarding the statue's significance and origin. Some believe that it may depict a pair of captives, with esteemed scholar Clarence Epstein proposing that the physiognomy of the figures suggests a possible Nubian origin. He contends that the statues could represent a defeated people, conveying their suffering. Conversely, Egyptologist Robert Morco asserts that the statue exhibits distinct characteristics that set it apart from Egyptian art and remains unconvinced of its pre-dynastic origins. While having admittedly limited context, he acknowledges the challenge in accurately determining the statue's true meaning. In the rugged landscapes of Maharashtra's western Konkan region in India, a groundbreaking discovery has sent ripples through the archaeological community. Thousands of ancient rock carvings, known as the Konkani geoglyphs, have come to light, believed to date back tens of thousands of years. These mysterious carvings are thought to hold possible clues to a long-lost civilization, one that may have thrived in this region long before recorded history. Hidden for millennia beneath layers of soil and mud, most of these works of art have remained untouched and unseen for thousands of years. Only a few, left exposed on rocky hilltops, were revered as sacred by local communities and integrated into their spiritual practices. But now, a startling variety of these carvings has been revealed, stunning experts with their sheer diversity. Depictions of animals, birds, human figures, and intricate geometric designs are etched into the flat, rocky terrain. The style of the carvings, along with similarities to prehistoric geoglyphs found in other parts of the world, suggests they are among the oldest known to humanity. The credit for this extraordinary discovery goes to a dedicated group of explorers led by Sudhir Risbud and Manoj Marathe. We walked thousands of kilometers, Risbud recalls. People started sending us photographs, and we even enlisted the help of schools. Students would ask their grandparents and village elders about other possible sites. This effort gave us a wealth of valuable information. With their efforts, geoglyphs have been identified in and around 52 villages, yet in only 5 of these places did locals have any knowledge of the carving's existence. Experts now believe these carvings were the work of a hunter-gatherer community, unacquainted with agriculture. The absence of farming scenes among the carvings stands in stark contrast to the detailed depictions of animals, both land and marine. Images of hunted creatures and intricate renderings of sharks, whales, and turtles point to a deep connection with the natural world, suggesting that survival depended on hunting and foraging. Yet some carvings pose perplexing questions. Among the familiar animals are figures of rhinoceroses and hippopotamuses, species not native to this part of India. The discovery of these ancient carvings has opened a window into a distant, forgotten past, one that challenges our understanding of prehistoric life in this region. Roman dodecahedrons, mysterious and captivating artifacts from the ancient Roman Empire, have puzzled historians and archaeologists for centuries. These small, hollow objects, crafted from bronze or stone, take the shape of a 12-sided dodecahedron. Each face is a perfect pentagon, pierced by a circular hole at its center. Though their sizes vary, most measure between 4 and 11 centimeters in diameter. Found across the expanse of the Roman Empire, from modern-day France and Germany to the United Kingdom, over 100 of these dodecahedrons have been unearthed. Yet their purpose remains unknown. The Romans left behind no written records to explain the function of these intriguing objects, leaving room for a wide range of theories. Some researchers speculate that the dodecahedrons were practical tools, perhaps used for measurement. One intriguing hypothesis suggests they might have played a role in agriculture, helping to determine optimal planting times by aligning with specific lunar phases or dates. Another theory posits a military use, such as a device for calculating artillery range or some other strategic purpose. Their unique geometric design and exquisite craftsmanship could also hint at potential uses in rituals or as emblems of power and authority within Roman society. The Nebra sky disk, unearthed in 1999 in central Germany, stands as one of the most extraordinary archaeological discoveries of the Bronze Age. Dating back to around 1600 BCE, this bronze artifact, adorned with gold inlays, is believed to be the oldest known representation of the night sky. Measuring 30 centimeters in diameter and weighing 2.2 kilograms, it depicts celestial elements, including the sun or moon, stars, and a distinctive cluster thought to represent the Pleiades, a star formation revered in ancient cultures. The disk's intricate design includes arcs and symbols that suggest it may have been used for astronomical and calendrical purposes, helping ancient societies track time, seasons, and celestial events. Researchers believe the artifact reflects a sophisticated understanding of the cosmos, far earlier than previously thought, with possible depictions of lunar phases and solstices. Its role may have been both practical and ritualistic, aiding in agriculture or serving as a tool for observing the heavens. Discovered alongside other Bronze Age artifacts, the Nebra sky disk was initially unearthed by treasure hunters. It later fell into the hands of black market dealers before being recovered by German authorities in 2002. Today, it is preserved at the State Museum of Prehistory in Halle, Germany. The Nebra sky disk is not only a symbol of early scientific knowledge, but also a testament to the profound connection between early human societies and the cosmos. From a tiny figurine buried deep in the earth to a disk that maps the night sky, these 5 artifacts are a testament to humanity's creativity, ingenuity, and enduring mystery. While their true purposes remain unknown and lost to the past, they remind us of how much there is yet to learn about the ancient world and our shared history. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the unexplained. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe and tune in next time as we continue to explore the mysteries of our world and beyond. Until then, keep questioning, keep searching, and keep wondering. And we'll see you next time. Fireside.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Fireside Unsolved. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to help the channel grow. Until next time, take it easy and be easy, you filthy bastards.